StrayAllDay.com.
Baldwin, DreAllDay.com, WorkOnYourGame.com. Today's daily discipline is about setting yourself up to win. And I had a video I did probably a couple weeks ago from when you're seeing this. I was talking about doing your homework, this is related to that concept. Doing your homework just means the preparatory work that you do before anything that you're going to do. The prep work you do ahead of time that puts you in a better position to perform the way you want to perform. This is a related concept, setting yourself up to win, which is putting yourself in a position where it becomes easier for you to be successful. So let me give you an example of this. An example is actually this video that you're watching right now. So when I record these videos, these daily disciplines, I have a list of things that I'm going to talk about. I already know what I'm going to record before I start recording. So I don't just turn on the camera and start talking. Even though if I did that, I could probably come up with some good stuff. The problem is I might say the same thing. I might record on the same subject more than once without realizing it if I didn't keep a list. But I keep a list of topics that I'm going to talk about. So if I, for example, wanted to record 20 videos right now, I would just have a list of 20 topics and I would just record all 20 in a row. I can do that. I'm setting myself up to win so that when it's time for me to record, I don't have to take time to think about what to say or think about what the topic is going to be. So I can just knock out 2, 3, 4, 10 videos at once. And I don't have to worry about, I don't know what my topic is going to be. And I got to pause every time, think of a topic, then record, then pause, and think of a topic, then record. That takes up a lot more time. So basically, that's setting myself up to win. Another example, let's say you're a salesperson and you're going into a sales conversation and you're in a service-based, client-based business and you're trying to make a high ticket sale. So let's say you're doing something like you're working in finance, or you're selling a car, or you're trying to sell a house, or you're trying to sell someone into your high ticket coaching program or something like that, and you know who they are before the conversation. How do you set yourself up to win? What you should do is do your research on that person before they come in for the conversation. So you know a little bit about them. So you know what their financial history is. So you know what kind of houses they had before, what kind of house they're in now, how many kids they have, how are they living, what kind of lifestyle they're looking for, what matters most to them in the house. If you can do some research on them, they got a website, you can find out about their business or what they're about, what they like, what they don't like, how they talk, who are their friends. The more information you know about a person, you can set yourself up better to win because you can prepare for what they might say or what they might need or the questions that they might ask. I'll give you another example. One of my best friends, he's a college basketball coach. And the job that he has now, at least as of this recording, I remember he told me when he went and got hired for the job, he's a head coach, he got called in to go to the interview. So he flew to the place to go do the interview, and he had to meet with, I never worked at a university and probably never will, but when you work at a university, you got to go through this whole wave of interviews. You got to talk to 8, 10 different people, right? So he goes to the interview and he's talking to all these different people. He's talking to all these different people in the interview process, and he has to talk to the chancellor, and he got to talk to the president, and he got to talk to the AD, and all these different people. So what he did, he told me about this, that he created a file for every person he knew he was going to have to talk to. So he knew he was going to have to talk to the president. So he went and basically did a bunch of research on the president, who they are and what their background is, and that they went to this school and they come from this state and they used to play volleyball back in the day. And then in the interview, he brought those things up in the conversation. When he had to meet with the athletic director, he did the same thing. He had to meet with whoever he had to meet with. When he met with whoever he had to meet with, he already had a file. He had done his research on the person up front. So when he talked to them, he could bring those things up, and that created a much deeper connection between him and those people. And he ended up getting hired for the job. So what he had done is set himself up to win by doing his homework. So doing your homework is a way that you set yourself up to win by basically doing some things that maybe other people won't do, or just doing work ahead of time that better positions you for success before the situation occurs. So all of you should be doing that in your business, especially you want to be a professional at what you do, is that you get prepared ahead of time for what you're doing. You don't just show up in the moment and hope that you figure it out. So with all that said, make sure you text me so you're getting my daily motivation text. Monday motivation also comes out every week. That text is guaranteed to have you focused, sharp, and on point to start your day. My son is over there messing with stuff. Hey, get off that stuff. My number is 305-384-6894. It is listed down below in the description. Also, WorkOnYourGameUniversity.com. You want to work with me directly? It's the only place I do any direct coaching. Hey, get off of that. The only place I do direct coaching is WorkOnYourGameUniversity.com. Link is down below in the description. And hit the subscribe button. Make sure you get notified every video we drop here on the channel. Work on your game. Dre